growth isn't glamorous. It's gritty, it's hard, and it's uncomfortable at times. Real transformation feels like breaking before building or rebuilding in a lot of instances. You hear me? Like, there's this myth that, you know, glowing up is just like this magical and glamorous thing. And in reality, it's not. Like, there's actual inner work that has to be done, that has to take place in order for you to quote unquote glow up. Like, there's the inner work, the actual inner work that has to happen and take place, and then there's the glow up culture, which you see on social media when people not really showing you the behind the scenes, but they showing you the highlight reels of what it took. You got to understand that when you're ready to glow up and you're ready to transform your life and really take yourself to the next level, it's not going to be pretty. It's not this glitters and diamonds that's glistening all the time. Like, sometimes it's literally just grit and hard work. Like, you have to come to grips that discomfort is a sign you actually in motion. Discomfort is a sign that you actually doing something, that you're working towards something, because in the midst of you working towards whatever it is, it doesn't feel good. And that's something that should be applauded. You should like not look at that as a roadblock. Don't look at it as something like you're failing or you headed in the wrong direction. No, discomfort is a sign of motion. And you should be glad about that, because that just means that you're working hard. And even in the midst of, even if though it doesn't feel good, you're still in constant pursuit. Like, resistance shows your strength, beyond your limits. Like, there's something about being resilient in times of trouble, and showing and having that resistance when things aren't going your way in the moment. You hear me? Like, you have to learn to sit with that tension. You have to learn to sit with that discomfort instead of like running from it, instead of trying to escape it. Because oftentimes what we do is, as soon as things get just a little bit hard, we quit, we out the door, we running, we escape, and we coming up with all type of excuses as to why it doesn't work or why it's not going to work. We try to escape that reality and revert back to our comfort zones instead of sticking it out, instead of sitting with it, going through that process. Because the only way out when you're trying to accomplish and change your life and, quote unquote, glow up, the only way out is to go through. And I think a lot of times we forget that because we live in a digital age. We live in an age of social media where everything just seems like it's so easy for other people. And you don't know their story. You don't know that a lot of them already had a head start because of their parents, or they already had the connections. They already had the money, so you have to learn to sit with that tension. Like, you can't heal what you keep hiding, what you keep running from. You can't fix and elevate if you keep running every time things get a little hard, a little uncomfortable, a little challenging. You hear me? Like, you have to face the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding for so long. I'm guilty of that. And so many of us have gotten to a point where the minute something gets hard, we hide, or we go back, like I said before, we go back to our comfort zone. You have to face the parts of yourself you've been avoiding, because that's where real transformation happens. That's where real growth happens. And when you're finally able to be completely honest with yourself and be completely honest with, your shortcomings, the things you've been avoiding, when you can sit down, look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, look, I'm the problem. And here are the problem areas that I've been dealing with for so long, that I've been trying to avoid and I've been hiding from for so long. You hear me? Like, you shouldn't be shameful of that. You shouldn't be shameful of the things that have held you back, that kept you stagnant. You should embrace them and then fix it, because you constantly running in circles and not fixing the problem. You just rerunning into the problems. Like, so like, don't be shameful about it. Like, own it. It's yours. It's who you are. But it doesn't have to be who you become and who you strive to become. That can be a version of you of the past, and it doesn't have to be a part of your future self. So own it, don't run from it, embrace it, and then as you identify said issues, man, figure out what works to build and to change those things. Like, you have to literally identify, those things, and then be willing to change them. Because if you're not willing to change them, then you're just going to keep repeating the same process and continue to being stuck. Like, you can't grow like that. You can't live like that. You shouldn't live like that. You shouldn't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you owe yourself so much more than what you've been giving yourself. Like, it's okay to mourn the old you. It's okay to grieve the old you without guilt. You don't have to feel sorry and feel bad about that, because at the end of the day, again, that is it's a part of you. Like, you have to let go of who you were to become who you meant to be. And that person has to come to grips with the person of old. Let that version of you go so you can cling on to the version of who you are becoming and who you want to become. Letting go is part of the process. Letting go of your old self is part of the process. You have to also discipline yourself. You have to have discipline over the drama that comes with this, because again, it's not pretty. Things are going to come up and they're going to happen. That's going to distract you. You have to choose structure over chaos. You have to choose structure over emotional chaos, because sometimes you're not going to be in a good mood. Sometimes you're not going to be feeling it. Sometimes it's just not going to be a good day. Sometimes people are going to do things that's going to upset you, and you're going to want to quit on you and revert and fall back. Don't backslide. You know what I mean? Like, there's beauty in being consistent. There's beauty in consistency. Like, when you are on this transformation journey, that's what's going to carry you when the motivation doesn't. That, that discipline and consistency is going to carry you when times get hard. Like, consistency literally is going to be the quiet hero of this entire transformation, of your entire transformation. You have to do it when it's uncomfortable, when you don't feel good, when you don't feel like it. Like, don't get me wrong, rest is essential. But I'm talking about those days that's not designated to, like, literally just kind of, take a deep breath and I'm talking about those hard days. I'm talking about when you've been feeling it, it's been working, you've been consistent for 2 weeks, and then something comes up and something happens. You're gonna have to make a choice. You either stay steady the course, stay consistent, and continue with your structure, or you cave in and you start from square one. You just give up because it was a little hard and difficult that day. So keep that in mind. That it's discipline over drama, it's structure over emotional chaos. You know what I mean? And lastly, you got to remember that the other side of all of this is worth it. The other side of all of the hard work, all of the discomfort, all of the long nights, the crying, the not feeling good, having that mental battle with yourself. Is it worth it or not? Yes, it is. Like, you steady the course and you give yourself 6 months to a year. Like, you will be truly surprised what you're capable of. And you're going to look back when it's all said and done, say, you know what? I'm glad I didn't give up. I'm glad I stuck it out this time. I'm glad, when things got a little uncomfortable, I decided to stick with it this time. You hear me? Like, true alignment feels like, just this beautiful thing. You hear me? Like, after the storm passes, man, the sun will shine, the rainbows will glow. You hear me? But you have to go through the storm in order to get out of it. It's no way. You can't go around it. You can't go over it. You definitely can't go under it. The only way out to the other side is through that storm. And that's a battle between you versus you, the old you and the you that you want to become. You deserve to see what true alignment feels like after that storm. You deserve to see what hard work and dedication, consistency and structure and discipline looks like when you finally make up your mind that you want better for you. You hear me? Like, discomfort births clarity. Discomfort births clarity, peace, understanding, confidence in you. The version of you that you daydream about, that you've been daydreaming about for years. The version of you that stays up at night and replay and have all of these images in your head of the person that you want to become. That person that has this whole idea and whole life in a daydreaming state that keeps you up at night. That version of you. That version of you. So be sure to steady the course, man, and understand and know that it's going to be worth it, and that it is worth it, and that it's worth it for you. So it's your boy, Chris, right? I appreciate you for tuning in to another episode of A Quick Little Word Podcast. Be sure to check the description for all of the links. My book is linked, the clothing brand and merch is linked, facious.com. Make sure you get you something nice. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all for being here and taking out the time to watch this video. And until next time, peace, love, and happiness.